My name is Jean Petrov, and I'm an immigrant from Ukraine. I decided to make a film about my friend.
Okay, Rob, whenever you're ready.
In this book, I said what I thought. I could have tried to say what others think and thereby produce the popular, more balanced view. But my view is not balanced. It's just mine. This is why I could never have done well in Hollywood with its committees of deep thinkers. I always take final cut in my films with a couple of regretted exceptions, because then I'm always sure who to blame and who to praise. But the praise I've come to value most is the joy of the work. That's always there. While you're a bastard to some, a simpleton to others, a failure to still others, and still a saint to your mother. But it's important for me to acknowledge that I didn't make my films or write this book on my own. I'm not an independent filmmaker. I am unabashedly dependent on a lifetime of relationships, friendships, and collaborations.
Rob wants to expose things that we don't want to see because he feels like they're worthy of being seen. And so if I had to define him, and I think that's exciting. I mean, when he hits in a way that other people don't hit.
I have a phrase that I use a lot, which is the way things seem to be. Seeming is about as good as we can get. The word truth we can find in lots of ads for used cars, and used car salesmen are very good at telling us the truth.
What's wrong, John? Is the league gonna roof this barn for us? The league gonna sweet talk Boris certificate now loan?
Because I'm not gonna let fellas like Forsyth steal another farm. That's ours included.
The artist, because the artist is not controlling anybody. The artist has not got a gun to anybody's head. An artist is expected to go to the heights, the depths, the lengths, the breadths of his or her take on the world. That's the only value. If you try to ease back, take the general, shall we say, shared view, the protocol of the society at a given time, you're just parroting work that's been done. So that the search is to try to find a method to be searching this thing that you call the way the things seem to be to you, and to try to follow through with that to see where it'll take you. It was later on when, I met my wife I was driving cab at night, painting during the day. We're now talking late 60s in Boston. And then my wife got pregnant. We came out, and I got a job teaching art out here at a school in Marin County called Marin Country Day School. And while I was there, I hooked up with these guys that eventually created Cine Manifest. On the one hand, it had a political or a social vision to work with cinema that had to do with working people and had with the forgotten and the marginalized. I didn't start off thinking about class distinctions. And in fact, as time has gone on, I think about them less because I'm much more interested in knowing who the individuals are that I can trust and who the individuals in history are that one wants to admire because you feel that there's a sincerity and a trust and a minimum of self-delusion. And my hero is Bill Bailey, who was in the maritime unions and who fought in the Spanish Civil War and was the guy that in 1939 climbed the masts of the Bremen, the Nazi ship with the Nazi flag, and ripped it off and threw it into New York Harbor. That was my hero. So then, along comes this chance to be in this group. So I was flattered to be asked to be part of it. And then when the opportunity came for us to make Northern Lights, which was engineered, the producing side of it was engineered by John, primarily because he's, his connections in North Dakota and his whole manner of putting that thing together was masterful. What have achieved? Here she sat and watched the whole movie.
First part was okay because I had a bag of peanuts and some orange juice.
What did you think? And she says, boring.
One of the things that I think about film is that you should try to stay close to things that you have that are close to you. And across meadows with the fog from the ocean puffing up towards you, and to your right the peak of the mountain looming above you, and the redwoods coming down through Muir Woods. The word story, everybody's got a story. I'm tired of it. Everybody thinks that there's something magnificent about story. I think there's something magnificent about character and circumstance.
Okay, you won't take the banana, then get the fuck out. He won't take it, then he can split.
I don't want him to leave.
Okay, all right, so.
Mel?
It's gonna make a lot of noise. It's gonna make a lot of noise, God damn it! Ah!
Stop.
I don't want to touch you. I don't want to touch you. No.
Well, then don't touch him. Just stop and sit.
About how to do this, I wrote my direct action manifestos in almost a jazz type of metaphor. I mean,
later on in my filmmaking is that I've created workshops, and then we have a group, and so the group gets to know each other. I start with 3 basic exercises: relaxation, concentration, and powerful emotion. When you look in somebody's eyes in our concentration exercise, you look in somebody's eyes long enough, you can't fake it. You're either going to start laughing, or you're going to start crying, or you're going to start saying, let me out of here, because I don't look at people like that, and I don't want them to look at me that way. Joy, rage, despair, intimate connection, and that's what I talk about. And you could do improvs and scenes about that in workshops or elsewhere.
It's not Consuelo's fucking admission. It's Angela's interpretation.
Yeah, you tell
she
me.
might
You
want
don't tell fucking Angela.
Break.
Dude, don't try to explain to me what my experience is, okay? I know what I went through.
I'm not
Appreciate
I'm not
you
trying
guys
to do that.
you guys are helping me out.
Survival.
And then you go out and do that same thing on your locations. Maybe you're going up to Modoc County.
Men like to be coddled a little bit.
They're fucking babies.
Well, yeah, they're fucking babies till the day they die. That's why you end up being a wife or something, because you're always taking care of them. That's the program. That's life.
And I hope we can keep the average guy thinking that his vote means something.
We got a constitution that says it all, but if it says it in their favor, fine. If it doesn't, we want to amend it.
Otherwise, we're going to shoot each other, I'm afraid, and that's what I don't like.
So what did Mr. Trumpty Dumpty do? He started 8 months before this whole thing, trying to dissuade everybody that there was going to be no such thing as a true election. It was going to be rigged.
It was rigged.
You know, he's outside the mainstream. I mean, I don't know of anybody else in America right now that is doing the kind of work that he does or has been doing for some years. Cassavetes was, the last guy, I think. And there's a direct line between Cassavetes and Rob Nilsson.
I guess it's my mission to make this project because I have a lot of respect for this man and I have a lot of respect of his work.